Alrighty, Music Roundtable Radio listeners, it is now time for a 2-hour block with the No Skip Show. If you're listening to us for the very first time, thanks for giving us a shot. My name is Travis Platt, and I am here to present to you a lot of information, a lot of music, and hopefully you can find your new favorite band. Now, we're going to be diving into some interview footage. We have some staff picks, we have a promotional single, and we have some interview insight and promoting some shows happening in the Pittsburgh area this week. And we're going to start with that playing at Preserving Underground tonight is a band from Denmark. They are incredible. I've seen them once before with Rain City Drive in Belmont. And it is Dylan Tormey's birthday today. So happy birthday to Dylan. We are going to Preserving Underground to see the band Siamese. This is their single, Vertigo, here on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show.
If I'm being honest, I've been feeling like my headspace hit rock bottom. And if I'm being honest, silence filled these made up, fucked up problems. If ever there was a middle of a prospect of an end, somebody tell me, cause I wanna know how it began. So let me know where to go. Oh, let me know where to go. How did you find me? Whichever way I'm falling, I know it's a free fall of my mind, I'm stalling. It's a tangle and it's taking, dragging me to another loop. A candle turned into a wildfire out of control. So let me know where to go. Oh, let me know where to go. So let me know where to go. Oh, let me know where to go. How did you find me?
All right, that was Vertigo by Siamese here on Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show. Now, I want to dive into another show happening in Pittsburgh on Thursday, March 19th. It is an incredible hardcore lineup at Mr. Small's. Super exciting to see. Will be my first Mr. Small show of the year. They are playing many songs, and I'm going to choose a song from their 2002 album Perseverance. The band is Hatebreed, and the song is I Will Be Heard by Hatebreed, as I said, on the No Skip Show and the Music Roundtable Radio.
Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. I've got to take my life back, one chance to make it right. I'm gonna have my voice be heard and bring meaning to this life. Cause I'm trusted for nothing. I've been led astray. I've been tried and tested, but I won't accept defeat. Now I've done things I regret, and it's time to reverse the roles. Now I just wanna make good on all the promises I have made. I will be. I will be. I will be heard. I will be. I will be heard. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. For the worst, we prevail, so our voices will be heard. For the worst, we prevail, so our voices will be. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. I've got to take my life back, one chance to make it right. I'm gonna have my voice be heard and bring meaning to this life. Cause I've trusted for nothing, I've been led astray. I've been tried and tested, but I won't accept defeat. Now I've done things I regret, and it's time to reverse the roles. Now I just wanna make good on all the promises I have made. I will be. I will be. I will be heard. I will be. I will be heard. Now is the time for me to rise to my feet. Wipe your spit from my face, wipe these tears from my eyes. I will be.
All right, that was I Will Be Heard by Hatebreed here on the Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show. Now, I want to dive into a show that is on St. Patrick's Day. It is at Preserving Upstairs. They are playing songs from their 2025 album Death Above Life. This is off of that album. The song is called The Tales of War. It is by the band Orbit Culture here on Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show. All right, that was The Tales of War by Orbit Culture here on Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show. Now, I want to go ahead and dive into one more show that's happening in Pittsburgh this week. It is happening at the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. It is a huge battle set night. There is over 6 bands that are playing this show, some from Pittsburgh and some from Philadelphia. And we're going to see what the best city really is. And playing it, one of the headlining bands of the show. And they just released brand new music. is the Pittsburgh band, the most handsome pop punk band ever. We are talking about Crash Nebula. And their new songs are incredible. So if you want to hear them live, you got to go either on their tour, or if you're in Pittsburgh, you got to go see them at the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. Now, we're going to play both of their brand new singles. The songs are called Too Far Gone and Worth Our Worry by Crash Nebula on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show.
What's up, No Skip Show viewers? Hey, how's it going? We are upstairs in like the green room of the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar at the When Yins Were Young Festival. Now we are here with the local pop punk band, Crash Nebula. What's going on, guys?
Yo, what's up, man? What's goody?
Skull, yeah, brother.
What's up?
Yo, thanks for having us.
Always proud of your endeavor. Trophies made to weigh and measure. Never happy whatsoever.
Awesome, guys. Now, who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do in the band Crash Nebula?
I'm Mitch. I'm from the AK Valley, and I play guitar semi-okay in Crash Nebula.
I'm Jake. I'm also from the AK Valley, and I play guitar okay-ish in Crash Nebula.
I'm Nick. I'm from Pittsburgh proper, and I play the bass.
I am Shane. I'm the singer, and I'm also from the AK Valley, Alikiski Valley.
I'm Tyler. I'm from the same place, and I hit stuff.
The Skins, probably. You hit a lot, I bet. Now, describing, what you're hitting, how would you describe the sound of Crash Nebula to someone who has never listened to you guys before?
A ripoff between like the story so far and like any Midwest emo band you ever listen to. Pretty much. That's in a nutshell the best way I could describe it.
What do you think, Mitch?
I would say like definitely a ripoff of the story so far, and a bit of a ripoff of like I spitefully try to make things like the story so far. But Midwest emo, pop punk, all day.
Well, I'd consider us a combination of like Fergie and Jesus. Yeah, honestly. That's what we were told. And that's not from us.
Yeah. Some people are like, "Can we have the story so far?" And Mom's like, "We have the story so far at home," and that's us. We're the story so far at home. There you go.
Now, we could say, who your influences are, but you've obviously mentioned the story so far. So, without mentioning the story so far, what bands have influenced you over the years? Do you have any favorite bands? Maybe who inspired you guys to pick up the instrument you guys are playing now? Or, who you listening to now?
So what inspired me to really like be in bands and stuff is like growing up in the area that I did. We had a really, really awesome like little scene of dudes, and I never was able to like break into that, and now I can, and it's cool. And what I'm listening to right now is a wide variety between like I love like sad girl emo, or like snail mail, or even as far as like sad girl pop like Beach Bunny. And I also love really, really bad, terrible music like Devourment or like Entombed, or it's a big back and forth.
A lot of my influences are like punk derived. I love Dillinger 4. I love The Queers. I love Screeching Weasel. I grew up on AC/DC. I watched AC/DC live at Donington, and I got a tattoo of Angus Young getting abducted by an alien. Just because of that. And turns out I like pop punk just as much as classic rock. So, I'm listening to a lot of. I don't even like music, to be honest. Music sucks. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Taylor Swift's album as a joke, but no, I can't.
It is a joke.
Oh, come on! I didn't get a chance yet. I gotta.
I listen to Sabrina Carpenter a lot. Yes, I went to the two nights. It was insane. But on the Taylor Swift album, it's shit. It's not good.
I like Taylor Swift. I like
fuck Taylor Swift.
Jake likes teardrops on my guitar a lot.
Or the Queers.
Yeah.
Is Dillinger 4 or the Queers in your car?
My other band, Urban Daughters, opened up to the Queers, and I was so fucking happy. I love that band. I love that band.
My favorite band of all time is The Story so far, but I've been listening to a lot of Big Ass Truck lately, and some No Cure, and some Haywire, And Chain Gang from Florida is a really sick band. Yeah.
That new Ended record's sick.
Yeah. Ended it. Yeah, it's fucking sick.
They all tell me I'm lame all the time. 2 bands for me, straight up. Queen, I got a Queen tattoo on my hand, and Mayday Parade, and that's it. That's mine.
Not Oasis.
Oh, and Oasis. I love Oasis, dude.
I have a recording studio, so I'm only listening to the music that I'm working on. I love the Beatles, and shout out Pogo Recording Studio. And also, I mean, you know, like, I grew up listening to, like, Zeppelin and, like, Rush, and, you know, Neil Peart was a big influence on me. And then when I was in, like, 8th grade, Jake got me into Blink-182, and then we started jamming together, and here we are.
Awesome. Punk rock ruined your life a little bit, but you know, Beatles, Zeppelin, Rush, those are good.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan.
One more for me, too. Elton John.
I got every single Steely Dan record on vinyl, and I'm so proud of it.
That's sick. That's sick. Steely Dan, obviously, legends. Obviously, you know, Steely Dan was always a collective of, you know, studio musicians. Yeah, exactly. A super group, as you can say. Yes. Legends, obviously.
That is the best heroin-induced music ever made.
Yeah, we'll be reeling in the years. You know, with Crash Nebula. That's what, you know, we always want to talk about Crash Nebula. We give our props to the old school bands, but we want, you know, Steely Dan paved the way for Crash Nebula, if you think about it.
Dude, if they heard that, they'd be so mad.
Now, on to the next question. You guys play a variety of tracks for this show, the When Yins Were Young Fest. What goes into creating your set list, and how do you pick and choose those songs?
We argue about it a little bit. Tonight, we're playing 2 new songs, unreleased songs. They're great. I think they're great. And mostly we've played the same songs for like 2 years, so I'm excited to play new songs.
We're covering the Macarena tonight. It's going to be really good. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I like to play all of our music. I have no particular bias, but these 2 new songs are fucking bangers. So absolutely stoked to be playing our new songs tonight. We'll talk more about the new songs when we talk about next year, but yeah, the new songs are fucking the tits.
Pretty much what they said. And then mostly just like us arguing with each other, like, no, this song goes better after this song, you know? And then we just come to an agreement eventually.
As if anybody actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
I'm the new guy. I kind of just shut up and hit the drums.
Who gave you a microphone?
I don't even know why we give the drummer a microphone. I'm sorry. Now, we'll skip you next question. How about that? Yeah, you're right. Now, we might skip. You're right. I'm breaking my own rules here. I'm sorry. This is good because it's fun. It's fun with Crash Nebula, the local pop punk legends. Now, what we want to ask for our last question, we always ask every band here at the No Skip Show, what does your local scene mean to you, and who are some local bands you guys have seen in the scene that you think us at the No Skip Show here in Pittsburgh need to check out?
To me, the local scene does mean a lot because we worked really hard, I think, to break into the scene that we're in, even to the point of, like, we had our own little venue in our weird little hometown to, like, book them there and bring them here, us here. And it's cool because everybody has really welcomed us with, like, open arms and been fucking awesome to us. And probably my favorite, like, local bands are a lot of the bands that are here tonight, man. Like Find Ethel, Mallory Ron have been like early friends to us in the scene. All of the guys in like Main Street Detour, we fucking love those guys. We did a run with them like a year or 2 ago probably now, which is crazy. everybody that we have played with since we have broken into this scene has been super cool to us and super welcoming, and we are more than appreciative of it.
I hate every local band that we play with. No, shout out Mallory Run, Old Neon, Main Street Detours, The Boys. Heading North is awesome. Every band that's here that's here right now is awesome. I love the scene. I love how everyone's accepted us, and it's been really cool that people like our songs and like to hang out with us and kind of, they make us want to do it more, and it's been really cool. So thank you all.
Fuck yeah. Some of the bands I didn't mention, one of them is the one on Ian's hoodie right here that Mitch actually plays guitar in. They're called Threaded.
He's Tyler. Ian is
Yeah.
Mention my own band.
Yeah. Also, shout out his other band, Urban Doctors, really good friends of ours.
I'm Dr. Proctor.
Yeah, he's Dr. Proctor.
Always performing surgery on Sundays. You know.
Ska band called the Book Club. Big into the book club. Really awesome people. Yeah.
They fit all
And
on that stage too.
yeah, there's 10 of them, and they're just a wild time. They're not a local band, but my other band, Stacked Like Pancakes, just came through here and did a run with the book club. So yeah, big into the ska scene. This guy. Mainly good vibe entertainment. They're not really a band, but they give a space for the bands, and they give opportunities to bands who otherwise wouldn't have them. And they're not necessarily awesome shows all the time, but they're shows, and it's important to have that. It's important to have a local scene at all, and good vibe booking is like slowly becoming the backbone of like the DIY Pittsburgh music scene. So shout out that. Also check out Eyewash. Eyewash is a really sick band. They just opened up for the All American Rejects at Sheets last summer, which is pretty. Yeah, and they played a pop-up at Preserving the other night, which is sick. Eyewash is a really sick band.
Preserving too.
Yeah, Preserving Underground also like major part of the scene, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't shout out a couple of our boys who helped us get here. Our old drummer Harrison Shoop, big shout out to him. Yeah,
He's not in that.
yeah. But either way, shout out our friend Austin Miller, our friend Mikey. Our old bass player Shane Rivera. Absolutely, we would be nowhere. We owe pretty much all of our success to Harrison and Shane, who are still homies, but just no longer in the band. But they helped get the band to where it is today. So it wouldn't be what it is today without them. So big shout out to those two guys especially. And also big shout out to our homie Lucas, who is no longer with us. He was one of the biggest supporters of the band and one of our best friends in the world. 156 Silence. He lives forever through us and through our music and through this scene. And I would say like this scene means the most to me, particularly because we played Lucas's memorial show with 156 and a couple of other his bands, and including Urban Doctors, and Pittsburgh showed the fuck up. Like it was almost a sold out packed crowd at the big room at Preserving. So like that right there is all the example you need of like how good the Pittsburgh scene is, and coming together around our friend, just memorializing him, and we go on stage every single night in his honor. So big shout out to our boy Lucas as well.
I don't even have anything to say after that. That was like Nick just gave you a college level synopsis of pretty much everything that.
He memorized that off of ChatGPT.
That's pretty much everything I was gonna say realistically. So yeah, pretty much all that. Shout out all the bands in the scene that we play with and that have come to accept us and love us and become friends, and I'm grateful. I couldn't thank all of them enough for just being there for us and being our homies, man. It's awesome.
Obviously, I'm like fairly new to this whole scene. I've been kind of behind the scenes for a long time. Everyone's been real cool, with me, and I'm real excited to get out and network and meet people and, that kind of thing. And I guess I'll just shout out my other studio side project I've been doing, Stray Line. Check us out wherever you listen to music. Thank you guys. We're real excited to be doing this interview.
Oh shit, what was it?
Ian.
Not Ian. I was gonna say, well, yeah. Shout out Ian. Shout out Ian from Threaded. Shout out Threaded a bunch. We did a split EP with them. It was real cool. Ian's like a TikTok genius, so like he like jumped up, like made our like monthly listeners jump up for like so much on Spotify just by like posting memes on TikTok with like our stuff behind it. And it's like so simple, but it was so effective, and like we're not good at that stuff, so like we just go play shows, you know. So that also helped a lot though. And what were you saying before that? Something
about being new.
No, straight line. Straight line. Shout out actually to fucking. Oh, I can't remember now. We could circle back. I had a good shout out though.
Shout out to all our wives and girlfriends too for always being really supportive of us.
That's true.
And not only that, the most important person in the Pittsburgh pop punk scene, Brian.
Yes. Yo, for real. Nah, for real. Nah, Brian's seen MVP by far.
He goes by many names.
Take a picture
Brian?
of him tonight and put a still of him.
Yeah, that actually was
No,
it.
for real. Pretend he's right here for me.
He goes by Brian, but he's better known as the transporter, maybe the driver, whatever you know him as. Brian is the most important person in this scene. He is at every single show, whether it's here, whether it's in New Ken, whether it is in fucking Dayton, Ohio, Philly, whatever.
Yeah, he followed us to Philly one time, and I was like, shit, Brian, you're here. I wasn't surprised, actually.
People like that are passionate about local music is what pushes this shit forward. People that believe in people that are local and not like these big whatever. That is what's important. And that is the only reason that we are able to do what we do is because people support us like that. And that's awesome.
I swear to God, guys, you guys, Crash Nebula, local pop punk legends, rooted in Pittsburgh.
The most handsome band.
We could say that. We could say that.
Pop punk band for sure. For sure.
We can't help it.
I gotta understand.
Some people are judgmental. Some people are judgmental. But we don't care here at the No Skip Show. If we feel attractive today,
We do it.
we do it. We do it. We do it.
I went full baby face today.
Baby face is okay sometimes. Sometimes you gotta grow it out. Sometimes you gotta just go with a mustache. Sometimes you gotta have a whole beard.
You didn't have a connection last time I saw you.
I know. This is growing in now. I'm hitting. It's like a new stage of puberty for me. Honestly.
I can't connect. That's why I just baby face.
That's right.
Mine this year.
Yeah, it just started. It's fantastic. Crash Nebula, facial hair, non-facial hair. It's the local scene. It's rooted. It's rooted all throughout Crash Nebula. It's rooted all throughout the pop punk scene. And like, I can't say it enough. Crash Nebula are no skippers. They are a no skip band. When they are in your town, you need to see them. Whenever they do another When Yins Were Young Fest, you need to see them. If you see the bill and it has Crash Nebula on it, you need to see them. And hopefully you see one of their meme trailers leading up to these shows. The car wreck video in the rain was more than hilarious. Yes, Mitch. Dude, yes.
That was a new hoodie.
Yes.
And I got oil stains on it because I had to be the one who got hit by the car.
Yes, but
I'm still mad about it. I'm sorry.
You took the hit.
I honestly came up with that out of spite because we were making a video after we practiced and I thought it was dumb and I was like, hey guys, I have a better idea. And I was like, what if we hit Jake with a car?
It was fantastic. I had to come and support because I was like, did he really get hit? Oh no.
I wanted to lay down flat like a Family Guy character with the arm behind the back and everything. But, had to show.
That was all one take. By the way.
One take, Jaking it here with the no skip with Crash Nebula. It's oh man. I can't take it. One take, Jake, obviously. Fantastic night here. When Yins Were Young. Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. fantastic conversation with the local pop punk legends, Crash, Nebula.
What's up, guys? My name is Justin Allbaker on all social medias as Justin Allbaker and or Justin parentheses or underscore Macho Allbaker. If you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, snap it to a Slim Jim, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also a huge fan of Sleep Token. Every month, I usually let you guys hear one of my covers of Sleep Token, usually the first Sunday of every month. I try to do pretty on point with that. This week's cover is known as Vor, which is off their album Take Me Back to Eden. The incredible artwork was made by a Miss TV Art 7 at Instagram, also known as Tony Vingle. She is a badass. She is a complete badass, and absolutely go follow her for some amazing artwork. The person that recorded me, also known as King Chorus, on Spotify, and I also believe on Instagram as well. But yeah, I really love this version that I did. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So don't forget, oh yeah, and go follow TV Art 7 at Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram, Justin_Macho Allbaker, or follow me on YouTube at Justin _Macho Allbaker. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy.
myself for once. Follow me between the jaws of fate, so I can have you to myself for once. So let's get swallowed. I wanna go where nobody else will ever go. There is always something in the way. I wanna have you to myself for once.
What's going on? This is Dawson from The Fall Through. The track you're getting ready to listen to is our song Flicker off our upcoming album Collide. A little bit about us is we are a three-man band, two of us from Arkansas, myself, Dawson Redden, and guitar player Brad McBride, and then our other guitarist and mixing and mastering connoisseur, Stephen Haynes Jr. We have three other buddies that hop in from time to time in the studio to help with vocal tracks, guitar work, and drumming. The way the process normally works is Steven and Brad will work together, sending guitar riffs back and forth to each other, whether it's a small little piece here, a riff here, a breakdown here, or something that's fully fleshed out. Once that's done, the mix will get sent over to me. Sometimes Steven or Brad will have some ideas for vocals. If Steven has them, because he does backing vocals, he may throw in some stuff here and there. And then I will continue to write lyrics to whatever he started, or vice versa. It really just depends. We kind of just are working together, trying to create the, I guess, best thing that we possibly can put together. And working on this album in particularly, we have really honed in on working together and coming up with something that we feel is the best showcase all around of all of our talents. And I think we've done a really good job of doing that on this record. Back in the day, myself and Brad were in a band called Strangers to September. And Strangers to September was working on an album, looking for someone to mix and master it, and ran across Stephen Haynes Jr. They've heard his work before, what he had done mixing and mastering, and he mixed and mastered that Strangers to September album. Years later, you know, Brad kept that connection with Stephen, and some really serious stuff happened in I think Stephen's life and Brad's life, and we wanted to write about it, something that touched deeply on both of them, and that is unfortunately, you know, dealing with the repercussions of a family member committing suicide. So we got together and we wrote a song called Seppuku, which is about, you know, dealing with that and the struggles of it. We thought it was going to be just a one-track thing, and when we put it out, we needed, you know, a name to put it under, and we put it under The Fall Through, and we just fell in love with writing music again. And so it just took off from there. We started putting out singles here, singles there, and then we decided, you know what, we want to shoot a music video. So we wrote a song that's actually one of the singles on this upcoming album called Sfakari, which is basically the word for traitor. So this song was about, you know, dealing with someone in your life being a traitor. You can check that out over on our YouTube channel. But yeah, so we finished that and we were like, yo, let's do a full-length album. It's something we've always wanted to do. We've always put out singles and EPs, but let's do a full-length. So for the past year, we've been working on this new album, Collide. So again, my name is Dawson from The Fall Through, and the song that you're about to listen to is Flicker off our album, Collide, right here on the No Skip Show.
Hello, No Skip viewers. This is Guy Noskazy. This video is going to be a little different. I'm here to spotlight a few different bands I've recently got into that are also dropping new albums in the coming month of next month. Clarion is one of them from the Los Angeles area. They're more a shoegaze indie rock band. I recently got into them. I really love their sound. They're releasing a new album April 17th. And I'm looking forward to possibly seeing them in concert. That would be very cool to see them. Another band is I have to say trigger warning because of the second part of the name, but Teen Suicide from the Baltimore, Maryland area. There's a lot of notable bands from that area, that being hardcore, with Jive Bomb, Turnstile, Angel Dust. Love all those bands. But they are dropping a new album also next month as well. It would also be cool to see them, and they're also signed to the same exact label as Gouge Away, the South Florida hardcore band, for Run for Cover Records. And then the third band is Never Easy from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. A shoegaze/new gaze, new metal band that I've got into. They just dropped a new album called I Still Care. I really love their sound and everything about it. I got into their song Cold, and from there I just did a full deep dive on them, and I've enjoyed them ever since, so I recommend them as well. Just wanted to say thank you, No Skip viewers, and comment if you want to hear more from things like this in the future, or different things. Comment, and share the video. Thank you.
Swimming in my mind
All right, that was just a ton of information. That was some staff picks. That was an interview with Crash Nebula. That was staff picks by Justin, Macho, Al Baker, and Guy Noskizi. Huge shout out to them. Check out their songs, check out their profiles, and listen to more of the No Skip Show, and watch us on all platforms at the No Skip Show. Now, I want to go ahead and jump in to some interview insight. Now, we had the opportunity to do coverage at the Faux Fest pre-show that happened at the Mr. Roboto Project back in June. This was a great opportunity, and it was the first time that I was in front of the camera for interviews, and there was a lot of fun conversations, and this is one of them with the pop punk good music band from Nashville. It is 95 Corolla. Now, I want to go ahead and play a song by them before going into the interview. The song is called No Coast by 95 Corolla here on the Music Roundtable Radio and the No Skip Show. Enjoy the interview.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about...
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. My name is Travis Platt, and I represent the No Skip Show and the Mr. Roboto Project Here we are inside of Roboto. Now I'm here with 95 Corolla.
What's up?
Hey, All right, if you want to go through individually, say your name and what your role is in the band.
My name's Mikey. I play guitar and I produce.
My name's Christy. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Diggy. I play bass.
Colton. I bang on stuff.
He bangs on stuff.
Absolutely. Always banging on stuff. So, how would you describe your sound to someone who has never listened to you before?
2005.
Next question.
Next question.
Sweet. So, you played a variety of tracks tonight. So, what went into making your set list, and how did you choose the songs that you did?
So, our drummer here, Colton, who bangs on things, gets just so stoned. So incredibly stoned. And then he gets a vision from the gods of the order of the tracks that we're going to play. And he writes them down in the moment before it's too late. And that's how we find our set list.
He kind of ventures into the dark forest and returns.
Yeah.
It's really all about how does one song going to flow into the next. Like, we're trying to avoid a whole lot of downtime and chit-chat, and so we wanted to flip.
And it's just interesting to find, like, other ways for songs to interact with each other rather than the actual, like, order in the record.
Right, absolutely. And the Eternal Void of itself does help find that.
Yeah.
Always.
Sure.
Absolutely. So, with that, I know you guys have released a new EP and a new album in the process of the past year. So, what was the process of creating those songs from production to songwriting, etc.?
It was over a long period of time. As like the principal songwriter, when you start a band, it's kind of like the window's open and you have to jump through when you get the chance to. So we wrote 12 songs together and put them all out in the order that it is. So it's not like we wrote 15 and put out 12. We wrote 12 and put them out.
Yeah. Most of the time, Christy comes up with the demo of like a scratch guitar and some vocals, maybe even some vocal layerings, like chorusy ideas. And he will come to my house, we'll lay down all of that, and then I will go in the digital audio workstation and just build out an entire
He
thing.
produces everything.
Yeah.
So that he runs everything outside of demo lane.
Yeah.
Awesome, and that keeps it DIY as possible too.
Yeah,
100%. Being able to do everything yourselves in that way.
It's all in-house.
That is fantastic. So, next question is, so what does your local scene mean to you? Where are you from? What is your local scene like?
Nashville DIY is, I feel like, as a city that is known for being not just music city, but like as this country thing, but so everything feels a little bit on the outskirts. So everyone that is on like the fringe stuff outside of pop and country really gets together and like tries to support each other. It's really hard. There's so many venues in Nashville that we all try and make sure that like we can support each other because it's really, really hard to get everyone to come to every show.
Yeah. Just got to look out for your homies.
Look out for the homies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And speaking of homies, what are some bands from Nashville that the No Skip Show fans, as well as the Mr. Roboto supporters, should check out?
I have a list.
Where's the list?
I got a fucking list. Okay, shout out, OK Koala, Hussy Fit, Altaloon, Boy Clothes, Poplar Creek, Weak Knees, The Low Blow, Shut Eye, Hush, Indifferent, Officer Down, Sunstreak, Growler, Shotgun Baby, and The Catastrophe.
I gotta shout out the hardcore scene too.
Yes.
Dogpile, Rules of Engagement. Orthodox is way bigger than DIY now, but they get it crunk, so a lot of good bands coming out of there.
Yeah.
What's up?
There's so much.
Absolutely. And like we at the No Skip Show, at least we are huge fans of Orthodox. So absolutely thank you for putting them on. And that's where with the No Skip Show, we always try to highlight brand new up and coming artists that you should check out and that you enjoy. And this has been the No Skip Show, as well as the Mr. Roboto Project, with a couple minutes with 95 Corolla. All right, that was some interview footage from 95 Corolla. Check them out if you liked what you heard. A lot of just fun conversations that were had with them at the Faux Fest pre-show. You can check out all of our interviews on our YouTube channel at The No Skip Show on all platforms. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about another interview that we did. Now, this was a very cool interview, as it was one of the very first times that a band reached out to us directly for an interview, which was super cool, and we're super thankful to Endless Mike for this. And this interview, Mike went into the lore behind Endless Mike and the Beagle Club. He dives into talking about the scene in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which doesn't get a lot of love when it comes to music. I mean, they have a couple venues now with the First Summit Arena and the venue that's across the street from it. And yeah, I think overall Cambria County just doesn't really get the love that maybe it should. And Endless Mike does a really great job putting over the area to those not familiar. Now, this was with our former interviewer, but people still worked very hard, and Endless Mike deserves to be pushed to all of you. So here is a song from Endless Mike and the interview that we dropped with him. This song is off of the album that release show was for. It was off of The Forest is the Trees. The song is called Days of the Atom Bomb by Endless Mike and the Beagle Club on the Music Roundtable Radio and the No Skip Show.
Strong to gold spinners, you're the big winners, and today looks like lottery day. God reached his hand down into that garbage disposal and he pulled out the orange peel attached to your name. There's no credit or craft that's gonna block out the strap. This is the rich man's Vietnam. One thing's for certain, there will be no deferment in the days of the atom bomb. Ah, come on. You don't like the look of something, call it a lie until your lie starts to look like a fact. And if you don't like the taste, just spit it out on your plate. But the waitress this time, she ain't taking it back. The debate still rages over livable wages, kept frozen to keep the whole pyramid strong. There will be no relief in the microwave heat of the days of the atom bomb. Get your board of directors on the intercom. Take turns telling each other that you did nothing wrong. What's the harm in a little white lie? Under the blink of an eye, it'll all be gone. This kingdom will come, we all will be done. On earth as it is, there'll be nowhere to run. We're living in the days of the atom bomb. We're living in the days of the atom bomb. And I never thought I'd live to see you, live to see the light. Forward momentum as a way of making everything alright. We're gonna rock around the doomsday clock tonight. Some things are black and white. I'm sorry, some things are black and white. When there's nothing but cockroaches left, let's hope they come up with something better than this. I thought I made a connection with a communist cutie on farmersonly.com. Before my greedy aunts could reach her, she said, I won't be your teacher, your mistress, your mattress, your maid, or your mom. I said, our hearts, they got nothing to lose but their chains. She said, that's a pretty bourgeoisie, come on. Oh, come on, there's no game you could step up to save yourself from the days of the atom bomb. Madam Justice, she's a cruel mistress, and I think she's done with that whole rag thing over the eyes. She deserves her revenge, we deserve whatever she sends down from out of the sky. We pulled our own beds, loaded our own guns. Ready or not, here comes the day of two suns. We're living in the days of the atom bomb. We're living in the days of the atom bomb. The days of the atom bomb. We're living in the days of the atom bomb. Come on, bring it on. So come on, bring it
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kay in the pit. We are here representing the No Skip Show. We are here with a band that is from Johnstown, PA. They are Endless Mike and the Beagle Club.
Hello. Hello. On earth is it itself, we know where to run. We're living in the days of the atom bomb.
All right, let's get into it. So, who are you and where are you from?
My name is Mike Miller, and I am from Johnstown. As you said, I live in Pittsburgh now. I've been here since the pandemic, but yeah, Johnstown boy, born and raised.
We love the people who are local.
Have you ever been
to Johnstown?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think I have. First Summit Arena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was the War Memorial. It'll always be the War Memorial.
Okay, I went to a show there.
I saw American Gladiators there when I was a kid. You remember American Gladiators? You guys, nobody? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I
And
do.
I've seen the Harlem Globetrotters there.
Oh yeah.
Monster trucks.
So I think I went there, and that was the Godsmack tour, with nothing more.
All right. Yeah, I've never seen a show there, a concert there, but I did go. I used to work with a guy that saw Springsteen there in the 70s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I asked him how it was, and he was like, "Oh, I was so drunk. I never talked to him again." I was like, "I don't even want to talk to you."
It's not a bad venue. There's not a bad seat in that place. So in case you're ever wanting to check it out.
So where the Chiefs played, Johnstown Chiefs, minor league hockey.
Minor league hockey.
And they're not the Chiefs anymore, but it doesn't matter, does it?
We bleed black and gold.
Exactly.
All right. The next question is, how would you describe your sound to someone who has never heard of it?
I think we're trying to do something that feels like being a part of something bigger than yourself. We're trying to do something that feels like it's bringing people in, not in like a manipulative, I already know what you feel, so I'm gonna repeat that so that you relate. Like not in a manipulative kind of way, but more in like a just like this inclusive kind of way. We've toured as a really big band, an 18-piece band, where half of it was just like percussion, jumping around, and this sort of come on up and play or come on up and be. So it's sort of about, I think, in the newest one probably sounds less punk than most of them, but that's what we've always, that we play punk shows. That's the scene that we go in. We certainly relate to that and want to and are a part of that much more than any kind of like indie rock or anything like that maybe it sounds more like, but I hope it feels more like a punk band.
Oh
yeah,
I can't wait to hear it. I'm excited. All right. What bands have influenced you over the years? Like, what made you want to do this?
My favorite band is the Pixies. I love the Pixies. I think about them every day. But we don't sound like the Pixies either. But the Pixies are just cool. So they're always there. I'm always striving for cool. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we hit the mark, but you try. You reach for the mountain and you hope you get somewhere.
Now, I am curious on this, but how did you come up with your band name, the Endless Mike and the Beagle Club? I have to know.
Yeah. Kay, you seem young. Do you remember a show called The Adventures of Pete and Pete on Nickelodeon? I knew it. All right, so there was this really oddball show on Nickelodeon back when I was a kid called The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and I could go on about it forever because it's really, the philosophy has shaped me to this day of that show. I'm sure of it. But there was a guy on it named Endless Mike. He was the bad guy. He was one of the mutant villains, And I remember saying to my brother Matthew, who was in the Beagle Club, he's in the Beagle Club too, but I said to him, I was like, it's too bad. I'm sure, it's too bad my name's Mike, or I would call a band Endless Mike, but that would be silly because nobody calls me that. That's not. That doesn't refer to me. I don't think. And he's like, I guarantee you there's a band already called Endless Mike. And I was like, oh, I've never, and he was like, oh no, I've never heard them. I'm saying, I guarantee they're out there somewhere. There's a band called Endless Mike. And so like
out of spite. I was like, well, then I'm calling it on Mike. But then just to for fun, I was like, well, let's see, and then so that's from Pete and Pete. And then my friend Joe lived on a Beagle Club Road, and a Beagle Club's a real thing. They're like hunting clubs, very Western Pennsylvania. Wow. And we wanted that because we're very Western Pennsylvania, and it seemed to fit. And it was also, do you ever have like a lost year of your life, Kay? Like where you really don't do anything to further your life in any way.
Why do you
Just waste it. It's awesome.
Why do you have to call me out like that?
No, I had one of those, and they were wonderful, and it was wonderful, and it was spent mostly at my friend Joe's house, who lived on Beagle Club Road. And so when we put this together, I had some friends come to Joe's house, and we all started. I think I thought it was going to be like a solo thing because I'd come out of playing in like a thrashy kind of emo-y kind of thing, and I wanted to just play songs with the focus being on the words and keep them simple, and they were nice and simple, so I could just in Johnstown we had the best punk scene ever. There were so many bands, and everybody was friends, and everybody hung out all the time, and so I was like, you guys want to play these shows with me? That would be cool. And because they were already good musicians, they were like, yeah, and they just jumped in. And we would do those at Joe's place at the Beagle Club. So, Endless Mike and the Beagle Club. It's a long explanation for a long band name.
I absolutely love it. That's amazing. I do. I think that's very unique. I love it.
It was on a worst band names ever list at a city paper in Athens, Georgia. Like they had like a year-end worst band names of bands that played in Athens this year. You better believe Endless Mike and the Beagle Club was on there.
That's a name that like I feel like you wouldn't forget. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna listen to this band and you're gonna be like, man, not only do they have a cool group name, but this guy is pretty awesome.
If that doesn't seem to be what most people get from it. But all right, yeah. I'll take it, Kay. Thanks.
You're welcome. So you are playing a variety of tracks for the show. What goes into creating your set list, and how do you pick the songs that you choose?
Tonight is a record release show, so I'm just going to play the record. And I'm going to go straight through it. And I'm also... We made this record last year. We rented a church, a whole big decommissioned Catholic church in Johnstown. Wow. And we all the house was still there, and they've turned that. There's this organization that's called the Steeples Project in Johnstown, and they're buying decommissioned churches because there's a lot of old Catholic churches, especially in the Cambria City part of Johnstown. And they're turning them into art spaces. They're turning them into theaters. And so we rented that for 9 days. And we stayed there for 9 days. And it was the best. And we put together 16 songs. And there are 11 on the record. And I think I'm going to do the other 5, too, tonight. So that's how I decided tonight. Most of the time, and I'm just playing by myself because we leave for tour on Wednesday. And we're all spread out now. So it's like... It's a big ask to even meet up in the first place. So most of these guys were like, yeah, I can't. I'll see you Wednesday. Right. But I still wanted to do something to celebrate that it's done, because it was a while in the making,
And so just to talk about the album with you releasing it, congratulations, big time on that. That is a massive accomplishment. As well as what was your approach into creating the new album?
It was we did it at the church. I came with more than 16 songs. Some of them were old that I never did anything with. The last time we made a record was 2016, and it's always been. And then the one before that was 2008, and it's like. On and off again, it always is, I mean, we've been on and off for a long time, but there's no hustle to it. There's no, nobody's trying to do anything. It's just when it works, and so some of these songs were older. Some of them were written just to be like fill out a record, and I got excited about. I was playing solo tours and doing stuff, and I was excited, and then we got everybody together again. So they all came in. Matthew from Harrisburg, John is living in Philadelphia now. Gerald's in Nashville.
Oh wow.
Cody's around here, but he was still living in Johnstown at the time. Well, he was kind of living in his car back and forth between Johnstown and Pittsburgh. And then Davis still lives in Johnstown. So there was we kind of we all had to meet up, you know, and then we had the place for 9 days, and we just went for it. Put them together. They did some like weird, like remote working on things on their own, like especially Matt and John. They communicated a lot about what they wanted to do to these songs, and wrote their parts and completely deconstructed some of the demos that I sent. And we're like, yeah, now it goes like this, you know. And then the two of them worked through things a lot, and at the same time, John plays a bunch of different instruments. He plays the guitar. Matt plays a bunch of instruments. He plays the guitar. Both of them mostly are guitarists, electric guitars. And they spent a lot of time working on who was going to do what.
Right.
And they did that together, so they knew what they were doing when they came to the church. And then Cody and Davis did the same because they were both in Johnstown with the bass and the drums, and they kind of, you know, I recorded all the songs to a metronome so that they could play along and come up with their parts. And then we get there and a ton of the songs changed anyway, but at least they had an idea. So it was fun to do it that way, but it was also super fun to be like really collaborative with it. Right. I know that most of the other records were sort of like, okay, there was a core of us, and then that wrote the songs, that arranged them, put them together, but then would also, when it came time to record, would be like an open call to all our buddies. Hey, come by, bring whatever you want, be on a record, I want you on it, you know, and people would come and do whatever they wanted, and would kind of throw things together while we were recording, would throw things together at the last minute. This one was the six of us the whole time. Gerald was the other guy. I said he lived in Nashville. He just shows up and throws it. He just goes for it. So he didn't need prepared for anything, you know. And that's how he likes to work. So it all came together like that, and it was super fun. It was really good. It's very much a band record, in spite of me playing probably about 80% of the Beagle Club shows are just me these days.
But that's how you keep it alive. You know, that's how your music will generate and how people will see all the effort that you and your band put into it to make people want to be, you know, inspired, or even look at this band and be like, man, you know, they're really good. And with the new album, we're excited to hear it, of course. And the biggest thing is what does your local scene mean to you? And what are some of the bands that you feel we should check out?
I think you should listen to the Ghostwrite, who's playing tonight. It's my buddy Rob's project. They're a band, they're a full band though too, and you should check them out. They rule. And I really like Rain Blakeman. She was supposed to play tonight, but she got sick. And then Frog Legs is playing tonight too, so obviously them. I wanted the release show to be Pittsburgh bands because we would have normally done it in Johnstown, I think. But like I said, I live in Pittsburgh now. I wanted it to be Pittsburgh since it was just me. So yeah, tonight's a Pittsburgh show, you know.
And I guess I want to ask you a bonus question is when people look at your music and listen to your band and they relate, there's people out there who would love to try to get into this type of profession. What would you tell anyone who inspires to want to start their own band or make their own music? What is advice that you would love to give them?
I think that it is important to just do it for the love of it. You don't want to hustle. You don't want it to be a job. You don't want it to define. If it's a hustle, how could it be fun? If you've turned it into a product, how could it be pure? We're concerned with being the ethics that we have, you know, an anti-capitalist, drudge of life kind of thing. Right. And I think anything can turn into that. Yeah, it for the sake of doing it, you know. Not for the sake of certainly not streaming numbers, certainly not for money. Do it for the sake of doing it because it's still, this is not my job, but it's what I do.
Right.
And that's it. For it to be the only way for it to be like legit, or for it to be what I do, is that like I make enough money off of it to pay for gasoline in my car and stuff. Like that doesn't work. That what really matters is that you do it and it's honest, and that it's fun. And in the times when it's not fun, at least it's pure and honest and worth it.
Right.
That's my advice.
Right. All right. Well, this was Kay in the Pit with the No Skip Show. We cannot wait to see this. Congratulations again on your new album. We cannot wait to hear it, and we hope you guys do too. So please check them out. Thank you, and thank you for everything and your time. We much appreciate it.
Thank you. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You got a cube? Yep. Oh, nice. Here you go. Have a book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
You made it.
I did.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Real good.
Book later?
Yeah.
I just don't want something bad to happen.
Bye.
You want your books now, or you want them later?
Well, I can throw them in the car.
Here, let's look at them.
Yeah. I want to look at
I
it.
don't know, look. I can throw them in the car.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, actually.
You want a book?
I'll take a book.
Have
Can
a
you
book.
sign it for me? Can you sign it?
Cody's in the Beagle Club too. You want
to sign it? Yeah,
if
please
you wanna
sign
get
it.
Sure, we definitely want to get Cody to sign it.
That's awesome.
It's supposed to feel like the end of Black Friday, which is the movie at the flood memorial. Where have you seen it? Did
I
he take
have
you to
not
see it?
seen it,
It
but
ends.
I do know of
Thank
it.
you
You
so
know
much.
of it. It ends with this sort of in stereo, right, in the theater, just listing. It's like victim number 32, unidentified, head burned off, like going through like the list, and it just like piles up and piles up and piles up. That's what I wanted you to feel like with just too much information.
These are album credits.
Their album credits, the words are in there. There's some pictures from recording and pictures that are supposed to make you feel, that go with it. And
This is the CD booklet.
yes, now it
give
will
or take.
have. It will have. Yeah, it will have a bookmark that comes with it with a QR code to play it, so that you don't. For those that don't want to bother with
On
streaming.
Bandcamp or
It's a website that's just like its own player, and that'll be cool. But I don't have the bookmarks unless they show up. They were supposed to get in the mail yesterday, or mailed to me yesterday. They might come today, and so my family might be bringing it if it came in time.
and you're literally greeting every fan walking into the
Oh,
show.
they're all my friends. I'm happy to see them.
Okay. And you're giving them a booklet for your new album that just came
It
out.
comes with the ticket.
The support,
Hi.
the support for the band, Endless Mike and the Beagle Club.
You
That's
still rolling?
I had to see what we were coming down here to talk about, and then whenever you sat down and you handed 3-4 people with Endless Mike and the Beagle Club T-shirts, I believe it just it shows that there is a following for Endless Mike, and people need to support Endless Mike and the Beagle Club.
Maybe, huh? Do you guys? Are you on the thing?
Are you guys going into the show? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Did you buy? Are you on the list?
No,
The ticket list?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's 15. 15 alright.
All right, that was an interview with Endless Mike and the Beagle Club. And I want to dive into one more interview. One more, and it was from the Mr. Roboto project. This was done back in October with the pop punk band Heading North. And we got to talk about their influences, their love of My Chemical Romance, and the Pittsburgh music scene as a whole. So check out the song that we're going to play by Heading North and The song is going to be called Expired Coals Cash by Heading North on the Music Roundtable Radio and the No Skip Show.
Unappealing undertones, trying to ignore the cold. Walking on a broken bone and doing what I'm told. Medication underwhelming, I don't really think it's helping. Always in a rush and telling white lies on the phone. It'll never win, I'm always wasting time on unproductive, self-destructive hills for me to die on. Eating dust and bleeding rust and sleeping in the work bridge. I watch my language. Stacking my hopes to the ceiling. Shut my eyes and hear the fall. Burning the shadow of my feelings. Thank you for your call. I ration my sleep to spend 5 days a week feeling dizzy. Always work too hard. Just pay your respects at the tip jar. I've been burnt out since 2008. Always running late, jumping out of moving cars. You stole a broken bike. Good luck getting very far. Reaping what you didn't sow. All you know is making cash, selling broke. Tell me how the food tastes. Rat race, meet you at the bottom line. Pull me back into the bucket. This is my design. Stacking my hopes to the ceiling. Shut my eyes and hear the fall. Burning the shadow of my feelings. Thank you for your call. I ration my sleep to spend 5 days a week feeling dizzy. Always work too hard. Just pay your respects at the tip jar. Stacking my hopes to the ceiling. Shut my eyes and hear the fall. Burning the shadow of my feelings. Thank you for your call. I ration my sleep to spend 5 days a week feeling dizzy. Always work too hard. Just pay your respects at the tip jar.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. I'm your host, Travis Platt, representing No Skip, as well as the Mr. Roboto Project. And we are here for an exciting show at the Mr. Roboto Project. And here I am with Pittsburgh-based band Heading North. How's it going, guys?
Fantastic. Yeah, good. How are you?
Awesome. It's going great. I'm really excited for tonight's show.
So are we. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. We'll go through individually. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do in Heading North?
My name is Hannah. I play rhythm guitar, and I am from here in Pittsburgh.
Awesome.
My name is Asha. I sing. I'm originally from California, but I've lived in Pittsburgh for like 11 years, so I'm from Pittsburgh.
Sure. Yeah, Pittsburgh will adopt people from all over. So, how would you describe the sound of Heading North to someone who has never listened to you before?
I'd say pretty, like, solidly pop punk,
Yeah.
like alternative rock, kind of anything within that genre.
Yeah,
Or
our other guitarist who usually writes like demos and then we sort of build on those definitely has a lot of influences from kind of every subgenre of alternative music. I know he loves him some like metalcore, easycore, the words that used to mean nothing to me, and I've been forced to learn what they mean.
Sure, and there's genres all over to pull inspiration from. So speaking of, what are some bands that influenced you individually to create the sound of Heading North? And do you have any all-time favorite bands that inspired you to pick up the instrument that you play?
Oh, do we have an all-time favorite band as a band? My Chemical Romance,
Yeah.
for sure. We're
Yeah.
doing an MCR cover set November 1st at Bottle Rocket, not to plug, but we're doing 3 Cheers by MCR in full, album front to back for Halloween, so that'll be fun. Trying to think.
We get a lot of Paramore comparisons. I think part of that is just having like someone that looks like a woman fronting it. But also, I mean, I hear it in our sound. Yeah, but My Chem is definitely like my personal biggest inspiration. I don't think my lyrics are anything like Gerard Way's lyrics, but one can only hope, you know?
Yeah, sure. And with My Chemical Romance, 3 Cheers is my favorite album by them. It is incredible top to bottom. And be sure to catch them at Bottle Rocket in November for the 3 Cheers cover set. And then with tonight's show specifically, you're not doing a full cover set, you're playing original songs. What goes into creating that set list, and how did you choose the songs that you picked?
So I think we definitely try to play most of what we have out. Right now we only have an EP and then a double single. So we definitely try to hit all the songs on the EP if we can. We try to play at least one song from the double single. If we're working on anything that's unreleased, like we're still kind of working on, we'll try to maybe wiggle something in the set like that every once in a while if we can.
Yeah, we're playing one song tonight that's unreleased, right? We're playing that one? Yeah. Clearly I know the set list super well. But it is definitely a little easier because we have like the kind of limited catalog of what's out, and we want to have the ones that like people sing along to. But it's nice to throw in some new ones.
It also is like almost perfectly 30 to 40 minutes,
It's
which honestly works
fantastic.
like wonderfully.
Yeah.
And makes it really easy for us.
Yeah, we just pick one song to swap out sometimes, and it's great.
Sure, awesome. And with that one song that's unreleased, do you have plans for it yet? Do you have any ideas of when that's going to be released and when fans, viewers, listeners can expect the track to come out?
You know, I think we've been saying the album is coming for like a year now, but we have like too many songs sort of in the works. I think that we would like to release probably another double single before coming out with an album, probably early next year. Sounds like something I'm comfortable saying. And then I would say to hope for an album maybe next fall.
Yeah, sometime next year. We like genuinely really have like too many songs, like too many demos. Like we went through and picked out a bunch that we like. Our other guitarist Aiden
We
does a lot.
narrowed it down to 16.
Like, and we still probably have to cut, from that 16 for an album. We just need to like work on them and actually like learn how to play them.
The process
but they're
is
there.
Usually like Aiden sends like 6 demos in the chat and is like, look at these, we cooked this up last night. I find 1 or 2 and I'm like, I have things for this. I tell everyone, I have things for this. And then next practice, we're all really tired and we're like, maybe we put that one next.
Yeah.
We're all very busy people, unfortunately. Having like a life outside of being in a band makes being in a band a big like relief, but also it's like sometimes the process is slow, I would say.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, and that's it. With being a DIY band is trying to grind at day jobs, trying to grind with school, things like that, while also trying to make time for the band as well as playing shows. I totally get it. And when doing a demo and like trying to boil it down to an album, it's like picking a favorite child sometimes.
Truly, absolutely, especially because Aiden writes, like Aiden and our drummer Mario, hi Mario, actually write just like these crazy songs, and it's really hard to pick through them, and they always have really fun, silly titles, and I'm very swayed by a fun, silly title, so I
They'll
always
just like get together on like a Wednesday night or whatever when they're both off and hang out for like 2 hours, whatever, and send like the most wonderful, amazing demo you've like ever heard, and you're just like, wow, this is like awesome, and they're like, yeah, it's like no big deal, we just like sat down and like messed around for a little bit, and we're like, okay, cool.
Pairing through with a fine-tooth comb can be a bit difficult.
Sure, yeah. And like it's always nice to have that member who can just pump out demos and keep things consistent and keep things growing, and then how the band meshes off of it and finds your own style. So with say this unreleased song, how did you contribute your own personal flares into the demo and the tracks that are coming out?
I will say that I remember there was one specific day, gosh, it must have been like earlier this year, like maybe the early spring. And I think Aiden was just playing it, and I have like a whole trove of just random lyrics I come up with in my phone. And I found this one that I'd sort of had percolating, and I came up with a quick melody and like sang it over it. And I was like, oh shit, this has to be the next one for sure. And so then I think it's just built off of that. We spent a really long time getting a little too drunk and trying to figure out the structure of the song and then scrapping basically the entire structure. So it's been a labor of love, but I think that it's all just come together from everyone being like, what if we did this here? What if we did this here? And yeah.
Yeah, and that seems like a very good system, like letting things flow the way that they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And my last question is, you're from Pittsburgh. What does your local scene mean to you? And who are some Pittsburgh bands that you think that the No Skip viewers should check out?
Oh, wow. I have a lot of people that make music in Pittsburgh that I really love and adore. I want to shout out definitely Crash Nebula. If you like the joke, they're like the story so far at home. If you like us, you probably will really like Crash Nebula, Main Street Detour, Old Neon.
I love me some Frog Legs. I'm not a big folk punk person, but like it's been a hard year, like changed that for me entirely. Pitter Patter, if you want some just really fun, like, I don't want to say feel good music because actually sometimes it's truly devastating, but it's just a fun time. It's a fun show. They're fun people. Book Club for some sick ska. Recently this band Turtle Park, who's normally over the pond, popped back over, and they're absolutely sick. But to answer the first part of your question, I feel like the local scene is just, it's a very welcoming place. I think Pittsburgh's a really weird city, and every sort of like subculture in Pittsburgh is like a microcosm of that. And I think that it's just a place where you can have very like-minded people. Roboto is obviously like the culmination of the entire local scene. And it's just a very supportive space, a very energetic space, a really understanding space that I feel like is very welcoming.
Yeah, I also want to shout out, if anyone likes heavier music, A Moment in Pompeii and Lysandra, but also to talk about our local scene. I'm almost 25. I've been involved in the scene since I was like 18 or 19, a freshman in college. And I think our scene has changed a lot over the last 6 years in Pittsburgh, but I think the one thing that I've always really loved and admired about it, again, is kind of like what Asha said. I think everyone is like really supportive. Everyone wants to show up for each other. I think everybody cares about each other. It really is like such a strong sense of real community, and it doesn't feel very cutthroat. I think everyone wants to see each other do well, which I think is really great.
Yeah, never worried about like someone calling me a poser or whatever in the local scene, because I feel like everyone's just scraping by and then gets to let loose at like a fun show and just enjoy each other's company.
Absolutely, and that's why I love seeing mixed bill shows. Pittsburgh is fantastic for mixed bills. We have a little bit of a mixed bill here tonight that I'm super thrilled for. All of the bands on the bill you do not want to miss. Heading north, or if you are from Pittsburgh, do not miss their upcoming shows, especially not the My Chemical Romance cover set at Bottle Rocket. If they are coming towards your city, do not miss them, and be sure to listen to them as well as all of the other bands on the bill. And I think that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for your time. And this has been a couple of minutes with Heading North. Peace out.
Thank you.
All right, that was a ton of interview footage and content with 95 Corolla, with Endless Mike and the Beagle Club, and Heading North. Now, to close off the show, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking us out. If you want more from us, you can check us out on all platforms at The No Skip Show. And we want to talk about Star Set of all bands to close us off. And just the love of the band Starset. So we're going to give you a full beginner's guide to the band. But before that, you got to check out their biggest song. The song from 2014, their album Transmissions. The song is called My Demons. It is by Starset. It is on Music Roundtable Radio as well as the No Skip Show. Thank you guys.
The following dramatization has been commissioned by the Starset Society.
They're all around me, circling like vultures. They wanna break me and wash away my colors. Wash away my colors. Take me high and I'll sing of you. Make everything okay, 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 okay. We are one and the same. Oh, you take all of the pain away, 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 away. Save me if I become my demons. I cannot stop this sickness taking over. It takes control and drags me into nowhere. I need your help. I can't fight this forever. I know you're watching. I can feel you out there. Take me high and I'll sing. Oh, you make everything okay, 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 okay. We are one and the same. Oh, you take all of the pain away, 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 away. Save me if I become my demons. Take me over the walls below. Fight forever, don't let me go. I need a savior to heal my pain. Will I become my worst enemy? The enemy. Take me high and I'll sing. Oh, you make everything okay, okay, okay. We are one and the same. Oh, you take all of the pain away, away, away. Save me if I become my demon. Take me high and I'll sing. Oh, you make everything okay, okay, okay. My demon. We are one and the same. Oh, you take all of the pain away, away, away. My demon. Save me if I become my demons.
No band has ventured as far into the universe as Starset. In the last decade, this electronic rock multimedia phenomenon has mesmerized millions globally, with huge radio hits, remarkable albums, and a lore that spans the multiverse. So, what's the secret behind Starset's creation of such a vast galaxy? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. I'm your host, Travis Platt, and today we are back for our series, A Beginner's Guide. And today we are talking about the cinematic rock band, Starset. Did you know that 99% of you aren't subscribed? That is okay, just for now. So instead of reaching for the stars, why don't you reach for the subscribe button and click the notification bell while you're at it to keep the record spinning. And check us out on other social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We have all of them. Check the pinned comment or the description for more. And just a disclaimer, we are not here to dive fully into the lore of the band Starset and the Prox transmissions and their novels and what's in them. If you would like us to do a deeper dive, make sure to comment that down below because it's something that we as a channel are really looking forward to trying to do. Now let's jump right into the video. Starset is a unique collective that blends music, film, and immersive experiences, all masterminded by frontman and vocalist Dustin Bates. His passion for science, technology, and engineering shaped his career and goals, eventually merging with his love for rock music to create truly a one-of-a-kind experience. Complete with video messages,
Case file 6022993. Offense: seditious language disparaging the New East. I didn't do anything.
Films, comics, and even novels. Starset delivers a message from a secret society beyond our own universe, with members even donning spacesuit technology to back this up. However, these grand ideas didn't come without their share of failures. Even Buzz Lightyear was a cadet before becoming a space ranger. Before Starset released 4 albums, chart-topping singles, and embarked on sold-out world tours, their story began with humble origins. Dustin Bates started his musical journey by forming Downplay in 2001 during his college years. The band, originally a cover group in Salem, Ohio, played in bars before its members were even of drinking age. They later moved to Ohio University in Athens, where 2 members enrolled, and spent 3 years developing their sound and building a loyal fan base in the area. Without Downplay, Starset likely wouldn't have existed. This project sparked Bates' passion for music and creative storytelling while he pursued his academic interests. Downplay did achieve significant success, however, performing alongside acts like Seven Dust, Chevelle, and Puddle of Mud. Even participating in major festivals such as Rock on the Range and X-Fest. The band released 5 studio albums and 3 EPs, even recording with producer Dave Fortman at the 2011 WWE Slammies. However, despite these achievements, Epic Records dropped the band in favor of acts from the show The X Factor. The experiences gained through Downplay, including exposure to touring, mainstream success, and the music industry's politics, prepared Bates and fellow bandmate Ron DeChant for the next step with Starset, a project that would far surpass their first band success. While Starset is now their main focus, Downplay's formation and moderate success were crucial in shaping what Starset has become. Without it, Bates might have returned to his studies in astronomy, space, and engineering. If you'd like to see us make a video all about Downplay, make sure to comment that down below. With Downplay fading, Dustin Bates was left with only his pen and imagination. It was then that he conceived a groundbreaking project, a public outreach initiative created by a secret society to teach the public about space and its dangers, masked as the band Starset. While conducting research for the USAF and briefly teaching at the International Space University, Dustin discovered a way to merge his passions for space, technology, and rock music, backed with an intricate lore. This fusion was designed to captivate rock and sci-fi fans alike. And after Starset's debut release, both the band and Dustin's life were changed forever. Shortly after forming and laying the groundwork for their universe, Starset released their debut album, Transmissions, on July 8th, 2014. This album generated significant buzz, peaking at number 49 on the US Billboard 200 charts, and selling 79,000 copies by 2016. It was a remarkable debut, especially during a time when rock music struggled for mainstream attention, with most airwaves dominated by nostalgia-driven acts from the 2000s. Starset's unique imagery and sound helped them propel from their very first single, My Demons, which remained their biggest hit to date, peaking at number 5 on the Billboard US mainstream rock chart. The immediate success of My Demons can be credited to its deeply human resonance. Though ironic for a space-themed band, the track's down-to-earth, vulnerable, and personal nature struck a chord with listeners. In various interviews, frontman Dustin Bates has shared how the song reflects his battle with depression and the struggles faced by other band members. This authenticity made the song a massive hit within and beyond the band's target audience, serving as an entry point for the band for many who connected with its themes and perseverance in overcoming personal challenges. Coupled with its powerful message, the track's blend of electronic and rock elements delivers its story in an epic, captivating manner. Other singles from the album, like Carnivore and Halo, also found success, both peaking at number 16 on the same chart. Following Transmissions, the band expanded their universe with the Prox Transmissions, a novel that deepened the band's backstory and lore as part of the Starset Society. This short comic, intertwined with their music, snowballed into a vast universe that now includes 2 novels, more comics, and extensive lore introduced through their albums, music videos, and live performances. Following their debut album's release, Starset began to gain even more momentum, touring with Breaking Benjamin, and finally showcasing their unique interactive performances. The band stood out with members wearing spacesuits and Dustin Bates operating a massive computer, setting them apart from other rock acts of the time. Determined to not be a one-hit wonder, Dustin, longtime bandmate Ron DeChant, and producer Rob Graves prepared for the band's next chapter. After much anticipation, the band released Monster, the first single from their second album, Vessels, on October 28, 2016. With the full album dropping on January 20th, 2017. Vessels proved to be even more successful, peaking at number 11 on the Billboard 200. This album marked a deeper exploration into electronic soundscapes, creating a massive auditory experience within the band's expanding universe. I personally love Vessels. It is such a complete body of work from the band, from top to bottom, and some of my favorite tracks are on that album. This album explores space and time even further than the first, while also giving us the massive rock anthems we've come to expect from the group. Starset spent much of 2017 touring and performing at Rise Above Fest alongside Shinedown, and Hailstorm. The band would also go on their first major headlining tour in early 2017, supporting Vessels with support from Gemini Syndrome.
Remember we die, but you're still alive, so don't
marking the very first time that I would see the band live. The second single, Satellite, released in August, peaking at number 12 on the Billboard mainstream rock chart. In 2018, the band embarked on their biggest headline tour, Immersion Part 1, with support from Palisades. A major milestone came when they signed to Fearless Records, joining a roster that included Pierce the Veil, I Prevail, and more. This new partnership led to the release of a deluxe edition of Vessels, including the addition of reimagined tracks. However, before a new album would emerge, the band faced a creative block. When artists hit a creative wall, a change of pace often helps. In 2019, Dustin Bates did just that, releasing his first solo album under the moniker Mannequin. This project, entirely electronic and influenced by synthwave and dance pop, showcased a different side of Bates, with standout tracks like I Ghost, Man on the Moon, and On My Mind. While the future of Mannequin remains uncertain, it served its purpose, reigning Bates' creativity for Starset. And when you're hitting a creative block for not knowing what kind of music to listen to, why don't you check out the No Skip Show? Pretty shameless plug, I know, but we gotta do it here. Here at the No Skip Show, we promise to give the best of the underground, giving you more information about all of your favorite bands. We do a lot on rock, metal, pop, hip-hop, any kind of genre you can imagine, so if that interests you, make sure to comment below what videos you would like us to do. We are always open for suggestions, and as mentioned before, subscribing, clicking the notification bell, giving this video a like, and sharing it to your friends is the best way to get the word out of our channel. We're a very DIY operation, and we are just looking to reach more and more people. Now let's jump right back into the video. In August of 2019, Starset teased their third album with the powerful single, Manifest. Leading up to the release of Divisions on September 13th, 2019. This album helped the band reach an impressive 2 billion streams worldwide. Even though it's personally my least favorite release, Divisions offers a blend of radio-friendly tracks like Echo and Fault Line, along with harder rock songs like Telekinetic and Where the Skies End. Unfortunately, touring for this album was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but the band quickly returned to the studio for their fourth album, not letting their dreams or momentum be crushed. In April of 2021, Starset released a cover of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir for Amazon Music and a new song, Infected, to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the game Arknights. In May, they announced their return to live performances at Louder Than Life in September and Rockville in November. That June, they revealed plans for AE01 acoustic events featuring intimate acoustic sets, and announced US and European tours for November of 2021 and February of 2022 respectively. On September 10th of 2021, the band had announced their fourth album, Horizons, set for release on October 22nd, 2021. Accompanied by the single The Breach, and a tracklist that included Infected. They followed up with the lyric videos for Leaving the World Behind and Earthrise. Horizons was the album, for me at least, where the band picked up where they left off with Vessels. The harder hitting tracks really did it for me, and I found the expansive music videos to be an awesome addition. On August 19th, 2022, Bates fulfilled a childhood dream by collaborating with Breaking Benjamin on Waiting on the Sky to Change, a reworked song from his earlier project, Downplay. The band remained quiet until May 3rd, 2024, when they released the single Brave New World with a music video followed by Degenerate, building anticipation for the next album. Starset continues to tour heavily, supporting Horizons and concluding the Immersion Tour with the release of their second novel, A Brief History of the Future, on April 8th, 2024. It's an exciting time to be a Starset fan, as the band's popularity continues to soar, especially with the buzz around Brave New World among metalcore fans, as it is currently one of their heaviest songs to date. But Starset is much more than a single genre, and with Dustin Bates and his crew leading the way, the band's future shines as brightly as the stars in our universe and their own. So that's it. That is our video. Now you have all the information that you need to go from a beginner fan of the band to a super fan. What band would you like us to do a beginner guide on next? Make sure to comment that down below. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the social media. Check us out there. It's in the pinned comment and in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and happy listening.